Welcome to Blue Bridge, and it ended Qarabag 2, Chelsea 2. Question I want to ask, are Chelsea the most bipolar team in the world? So, I did say after our great performance against Tottenham, I said we're probably going to follow it up with an average performance in our next game. And average we were. We are never going to win anything as a group if we carry on putting in these inconsistent performances. Because today, we're bipolar in the same match. In the first 20 minutes, we seem to be in control of the game. Qarabag, they didn't come to defend. They were organised, but they did come to give it a go as well. So credit to them. But we were controlling the game, and our good play ended up in a great goal by Esteval. And we thought it was just a routine match, probably 2-3-0, see out the game, come back home with the 3 points. But no, Chelsea being Chelsea as usual. We are the gift that keeps on giving, and it's not even Christmas. The gift that keeps on giving is not Christmas yet. How many presents are we going to give away in December? Because we've given away the most presents in this entire league that I've ever witnessed. Teams don't have to work for their goals against us, and we always seem to be, when we seem to be in control of a game, we always just seem to take our foot off the pedal. I don't know if it's a lack of respect for the opponents. Our manager definitely didn't show respect for our opponents today, and that's my issue with him. And again, he's a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde schizophrenic manager as well. So 1 week he looks like a world beater, and he looks like he's got something in him to be a great coach. The way he tactically coached us against Liverpool and Tottenham and PSG were fantastic. But today he took this team for granted. And I always say, okay, I get it. We had a long journey. We didn't arrive into their place till about 1 o'clock. It's the longest journey. It's a tricky journey against this side. And this side have been no mugs in the Champions League this season. They've came from behind to beat Porto. They've had a win against Copenhagen. So they've played pretty decent, and they've got some decent players. And some of their passage of plays were commendable. But so what you do, you put out your best team first against this time. Don't underestimate anyone. This is a Champions League football. So I know we are trying to juggle our side, but you put out the best available you've got. Let them get us into a 2-3-0 lead, and then you start to rotate them when we're in a comfortable position. But first of all, before I talk about the Qarabag comeback, I want to talk about someone else. I've mentioned the Esteval goal. I want to mention Lavia. We've got serious questions need to be asked about Lavia. Great footballer, but he's not available. And if he's not available, then there's no use for you at our football club. I know it sounds harsh, but the best availability is key in this world, not quality or whatever. And this boy, I don't know what's wrong with him. He never seems to be able to string 2 or 3 games together. And we've had him for 2 seasons now, and he's played 20 games. How many games has he finished in those 2 seasons? Probably I could count it in one hand, the amount of games he's finished. And that's a pity, because as I said, he is a good player, but I just don't know. He just cannot keep himself fit. So, but the thing is, who's going to buy him? How much money would we get for him if we were going to sell him? Because nobody's going to want to take a punt on a player who just cannot keep themselves fit. And so he went off after 4 or 5 minutes of the game. And once again, don't know how long he's going to be out for. It looks like another muscular injury. Is he just a Darren Anderton? Is he just another sick note who unfortunately is going to see his career cut short with all these niggling injuries that he's had? So yeah, that's just my take. What do you think about the Lavia situation? Do you think we should persevere with him, or do you think it's time for him to go? Stick it in the comment section below. So yeah, so we give away a goal. Tosin. First of all, it's not all Tosin's fault. I thought the main culprit was Hato. Hato was weak in the challenge. He was all over the place. He didn't have the best of games, especially in the first half. Settled a bit in the second. First half, shocking. But then Tosin, he always ends up square on the player. I don't know where his body shape is, but he always seems to get beaten so easily by the opponent. So when Hato was shovels off the ball, then he was one-on-one and he just easily beat Tosin. Once again, hits the post and there's a follow-up, no one reacts to it, and it's 1-1. And they have us shaken in that moment, and a few minutes later, Hato, I thought he was a bit harsh actually. His hand was slightly out. Proximity was quite close, similar to the Liverpool one yesterday. Not as close as the Liverpool one, but because his hand was not close to his body, it was slightly out. I think that's why they gave it. Premier League maybe not give those ones, but in this competition they tend to give those. So they go in at 2-1, and we were lucky because they had a couple of other chances just before their tails were up. Second half, then he makes the changes. Then he plays the players who probably should have started in the first instance, because Delap comes on, he stretches the play a bit. Garnacho does something similar to what he did in the game against Sunderland. Scores a goal, and then didn't really do much else after that. No, he did actually. I was being a bit unfair. He nearly got the winner at the end with an overhead kick, which the goalkeeper had a good save. But he needs to learn how to get past his man. He can't beat his player. But it was a good finish from him to make it 2-2. From then, I thought we were going to kick on and win the game. And we saw some good moments, as I said, from Delap. His hold-up play was quite good. He laid off the ball for Fernandez, who should have scored. Goalkeeper made a decent save, but I think if he had put more power into that shot, it's in the back of the net. He had another shot which went over the bar. Esteval looks brilliant. He was the one who was trying to make things happen on that wing, but once they started to look more organised at the back, Qarabag, again, we could not break them down. My light's gone out, just like Chelsea's lights went out. This ring light I've had for a while actually. So I need to charge it later on. But the video's nearly over. So at least we got a point, and if we didn't have a point, we'd have been sitting in 20th place today. Qarabag would have been in the top 8. So as I said, there are no mugs this season. But even so, if we've got any hope of winning anything this season, these are the teams that we've got to be looking to. Even at a tricky away game, these are the matches that we've got to be winning. We've got Barcelona coming up. We've got tricky matches against in Italy against Napoli. We've got Atalanta. So we've got some games coming up, and it's our chance of finishing in the top 8 now is getting a little bit limited now. So we may gonna have to be playing in the playoffs. So that's 2 extra games which we can do without. But if you don't win your games, if you don't do your business, then that's what you're going to be ending up with. So, and that's the irony of it. He's trying to rest players because of the volume of games. But if he didn't rest players in the first instance, then we could have probably gone away with a win in this game. And then that means that 2 less games to play in the Champions League, and the players would have been better rested. I don't know. Anyway, what do you think of the game? Stick it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications to be notified every time I make a new video. Got to go and charge this ring light. It lasted about 4 or 5 weeks actually without needing a charge, which is quite good, better than my other ring lights I've had in the past. But anyway, I'll see you guys. Take care. Bye bye.